Hello there, Scoobers. It feels good to be back. It really does feel good to be back in amongst the FUT Champions tournament and bringing in brand new players, which is a little bit controversial, actually, because, think of Diaz. The boy Diaz has been in amongst them. He made his name as this kind of super sub coming onto the pitch and getting a goal lassos, getting a lot of winners, and he's earned a lot of FUT Champions W's, really. But we had to get in a new and improved version. I held the boy Jobber and I was like, chub. If you got a newer version of the boy Diaz or something, I've heard he's on the market, and obviously getting that reduced kind of price and that really good little link up with the boy Jabba the Hutt. And I think it has actually paid dividends over the years, getting in top quality players that just aren't really readily available in mass production to a lot of people. And also, of course, getting that improved price. So, we're getting 2-0 straight away. 2-0 on the record at the top right, as you can see there. And tactically, I actually just found nothing's really changed in FUT Champs. Like, honestly, I really feel like everyone is kind of just a bit of a tactical fraud. They're relying on the individuals. They're relying on, a little bit of magic, a little bit of kind of individual play. And, they're going to get away with that to an extent when they got someone like Cristiano Ronaldo. But there's only so long that these frauds can really get away with it. I'm telling you, Diaz, there he is, picking up the top corner. My guy really sending him. And just look at the way that we're stretching open the pitch. We got Lionel Messi in that kind of half space. And he has been actually kind of, I don't know, the manager, Pep Guardiola and myself, we've had to take some criticism over the years for playing these kind of weird strats, Messi in centre mid. Like, why on earth would you put Lionel Messi in centre mid and Llorente in centre forward? But the truth is that he's essentially playing that kind of shadow striker. He's playing that shadow striker role. And Lionel Messi is actually getting kind of a majority of the goals from that left half space. We're stretching them with that wing. And on the left-hand side, you've got the boy Dest as well overlapping. And we're just kind of stretching them out. Lionel Messi is able to get in amongst the goals as they're trying to hit us on the counter. Charge Cristiano Ronaldo up against the boy keeper coming out. And he's made a real mess of things, fam. And I can't be saying fam, I don't know why I'm saying that, chap. I really do need to switch that up. But Llorente giving it to the boy Diaby, looking to do the most across for Lionel Messi. And he's always in the right position at the right time. He's got that positional intelligence. And, like I say, they were trying it with the individuals. They were trying it with all sorts of skills and stuff like that. But it just wasn't really enough to overcome the strats. They're really fraudulent, to say the least. So they get a shot away. I think that's the boy Mendy, just not very good defending from the start as we're looking to kind of implement the tactics early doors. Diaby coming on the inside, and you notice that Dest is occupying that wide space, allowing Lionel Messi to just cut away and get a goal, man. Look at that. The way he's just cutting away there, little fake shot, just sending the defender for a little hot diggity dog. And, yeah, man, we're just living lavish, but he gets the ball across. And, 2-1 to the other chap, or, the other manager is kind of laughing for a second there, but not for long as Lionel Messi, once again, in that half space. And you notice as well just how much kind of Diaby is kind of cutting inside. The boy is actually helping to create that space as well as Llorente, just getting a goal lasso. He's in amongst them. Shot away there. Keeper coming up with a save. Paul Pogba, he's getting pressed. The boy Diabs across for Llorente. And who's going to be there? Lionel Messi. Wow. And I think, the fact that Dest is kind of in that complete left channel, and then Diaby cuts inside, Lionel Messi is actually allowed to free roam as he gets a worldie of a goal there. He's allowed to kind of free roam and come on the inside just anywhere he wants to go. Really just giving that free ticket. Golden ticket type thing. My guy, Charlie and the Chalks. And, we're just living loves, man. We're really living loves. So, 4-0 at this point in time. 16 matches remaining in the FUT Champions tournament. And, 4-4-2 is kind of a basic system. It is decent in terms of the defensive structure and all of that, but straight away we're looking to go at him. Lionel Messi finding a little pocket. He's got Dest over on this left-hand side. Dest back for Lionel Messi. Just turning away. Lionel Messi spots the space in the half space. Lionel Messi. Oh! Wow. That is stunning. And you have to think as well, like some of the teams that we're coming up against, icons all over the pitch. Top chabs. Really, the top end kind of players. But they're not able to do nothing here. As Llorente gets the ball and sticks it in the back to make it 2-0. My goodness me. Look at this, man. And I have to say, Lego Padme FC has kind of been through a tough period in the time that we've not been playing. And all the other teams have overtaken us in terms of quality, in terms of the actual players. But the tactics, they're still intact. You know, we've still been studying the tactics part-time, you might say, whilst we've not actually been playing the games. And I think it is really showing in these games that they're just not able to kind of cover the width of the pitch. And they haven't really gotten a plan of attack. If you actually think a lot of players in FUT Champs and a lot of players in kind of, you know, these tournaments in general, they have these teams. You know, I'm looking at the team right now, but they don't really know how to even attack. They're just looking for a pocket of space maybe and play it in behind, and that's kind of it. You know, that's pretty much the limit or the limitations of their tactical knowledge. And really every single attack we have a clear kind of defined way that we're going to attack. We're going to use the width of the pitch and stretch them until we find that space. And, you know, we're still getting exposed here and now on the counter charge. And I think that is actually a little bit peak. You know, Pep Guardiola was actually saying that it's not really acceptable, the amount of goals that we are actually conceding on the counter charge. And yes, it is a little bit mediocre. And obviously Thomas Tuchel, when he was at the club, he was famous for not conceding at all. You know, there were games, I think I actually remember, I think in the first week of FUT Champs, we were playing, you know, Thomas Tuchel, and there were games where it was literally 1-0. You know, we get that goal, and we kind of just sit everyone behind the ball, and we just see it out. And, you know, we're looking to do that again at some point in time in the near future. I think Thomas Tuchel will definitely have his return, and I think especially against the top-end teams that are quite defensively solid, but also have more of an attacking plan, you need a manager like Thomas Tuchel that can really just win these big kind of cup games, you know, really shut out the opposition and just not concede anything at all. So 7-0 at this point in time is looking kind of comfortable, to be honest. It's looking kind of comfy. It's looking cozy. It's Ginola looking to get away, and once again, quality on the other side, and the ball comes in. Ginola rattling the goal there. And, you know, I mean, it's poor positioning from us, really, but I think it's actually a little strat. It's a little strat, you know, that back post cross and all that thing. So the boy in yeah, looking to get away. Gives it to the boy Diobs. My, with his weak foot. Getting our top corners, and we're not giving up on this at all. You know, 1-1s. Lionel Messi looking to pick out the boy Diaby, and they're trying to get it out. It's a miss, and it's Lionel Messi. Oh, fun. Nah, I can't be saying that again. That's my bad. That is my bad, but once again, Llorente on for Lionel Messi. What can he do? Can he dance here? Lionel Messi trying to cut inside, finds a bit of room. Still going Lionel Messi. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. My. We live in love with Shaq on a Bradish. We're actually doing the most here again. You know, we're back in FUT Champs, and I thought I was going to be a little bit washed. I thought the tactics might be a little bit washed. Maybe they've actually figured out the strats, and they're going to be able to completely nullify the strats, but it just wasn't the case at all. You know, we're 8-0, and you actually see a classic bit of mutiny for one of the first times in this FUT Champions tournament, and that's something that we're very accustomed to. You know, we're used to seeing that kind of play. So we've got one final game of this episode type thing, and you know, we're looking to just play the same again. There's no real change in the tactics. We're not having to even think about what kind of setup they've got. They really should be thinking about the setup that we've got, because we've got a very threatening setup. I think that's quite clear from the goals that we're scoring. But with them, we're not even having to think about, as Lionel Messi just dancing there and really just tucking out in with ease. But, you know, we're not even having to think about their setup at all, because they're all just playing quite fraudulent systems, and they're not really posing much of a threat as the boy in Sings trying to have a little dance again. Llorente finding a room in his freeze. His freeze within 29s. And my. That's it. That's a wrap. We really cooked up. So chaps and chapheads, you know, I think it's quite clear to see we're tactically still on top. But yeah, I'll see you in a jiff. Trust. Sweaty games on FUT Champs. Sweating it out for the bread. I just want to go and see a thieves. Rather do that shit instead. I'll be careful where you tread. Jackie Phillips on the boat. How on earth are we afloat? Back on the scene and they grab the banana. I grab the Weetabix. I'm gonna mix